There we go. How you doing, Instagram Live? Nice to see you all. It's been a while. Hopefully you're having an amazing morning, evening, afternoon, wherever in the world you're watching this from. Today we're going to be talking about something that's really important. It seems like, times are tough. Things are uncertain. Politics are stirring up around the world. Businesses are moving. And what I've learned is community matters most in times of maximum uncertainty. In times of mass chaos, community, the tribe you've built, the groups of people around you matter most. And so my big question is, if you were to rate how well you've built community in your life, give it a rating from 0 to 10. 0 being not at all, you really haven't built community. You probably need more people around you who are inspired, motivated, dedicated, passionate, working on their goals, working on becoming a happier, healthier, stronger, more fulfilled human being. Like, if you're someone who wishes you had more people around you in that category, you'd be kind of a 1. If you're kind of at a level 5, you might be in the range of, I've got a few friends, but I wish they lived closer to me. I see them a couple times a year, but I'm not regularly spending time with them. I'm not together often with them. I kind of message them memes on Instagram all the time, but I really wish that we could spend regular time together. I wish we could do things together and go places together and be part of the similar activities. That'd be kind of a 5. And a 10, let me give you an outline. You have regular things you all commit to doing together. You have regular meetings where, as you're doing the activities in between, you check in and ask, how are you really doing? You understand there's a measurement of how happy everyone is, how healthy everyone is, how well they're doing in their relationships, how well they're doing in their finances, how well they're doing in all the categories of their life. And everyone knows when one member of the group is in a slump, and everyone pitches together. Here's the powerful part of community. Everyone pitches in together to help them rise back up to their best self or best situation. And so if you're at a 10, that means you regularly get together, you have scheduled trips or group where you organize, you go together, you hang out, you're in, commune, you're together for 5 days or 7 days, 2-3 times a year. You go do fun stuff together, you go learn together, you get together, you go out and learn separate things and then bring it back to the group and share with each other. The reason I bring all this up is what I've noticed. There's so many people, especially on the personal development journey, who are lacking community. They tell me they feel lonely. They tell me they feel like no one understands what's going on in the world. They tell me they feel like, they're the outcast. They're the black sheep. They're the person. They're the outlier of their community or their group or their friends. And they don't have that deep bond. They don't have those things where they're regularly connected and with this tribe of people who are all moving in a similar direction. And if you're looking for that, there's a few tips of how to build a community. Number 1, you have to get crystal clear on what your values really are. What are your values? What are the most important things that bond you together? Once you have values alignment, then the question is, what is the mission of this community? Meaning, why are we choosing to all show up and do whatever it is we're about to do together? What is the mission? Why are we doing this? Why are we going to put in the effort? Why are we going to show up? Why are we going to do the work? What do we see is happening if we all participate together? And what can we all do together that none of us would be able to do on our own? That's the bigger question, and that's one of the more important parts of community. What can we all do together that we wouldn't be able to do on our own? I have a friend who's in Uganda who takes care of 15, 20 plus orphans, and he's come together with them and literally buying a piece of land, building a home, and providing shelter and food and care for these wonderful little ones over in Uganda. And so I look at him and go, wow, could he have done that on his own? Well, he was working at a car wash and he was saving money and he was using his own money, but he got together with a group of people. They created a GoFundMe, they created a conversation, and all of a sudden they've been able to raise enough money to feed the kids consistently, to buy this piece of land. I think they're like $400 away from being able to buy this piece of land. And then they're going to build a home and take care of all these kids. And I think, wow, he wouldn't have been able to do as much without community forming around him. And so in the chat box real quick, I'd love to know, what project would you love to be working on that you could use some help with? Meaning, if you had 5, 10, 20, 100, 1,000, 10,000 dedicated people that all showed up to help move this forward, what project would make the biggest difference in your life that all these people could help with? What's going on in your world that you could use community with? Is it a project you're working on? Is it something you're going through? I know people are going through building a business, or possibly keeping their business from going out of business, or trying to find new customers, or trying to grow their sales and revenue. And they're trying to do all these things, but they're doing it the hard way. They're doing it themselves. They're trying to drag it all uphill themselves. And if they built the right community around it, it would go like a rocket ship. What about in your health and fitness? Are you trying to get healthy on your own? Are you trying to discipline yourself to do the right things and build the right habits all on your own? And, some days you get results and other days you fall off track. Wouldn't it be smart to get in a community of people who are all supporting each other, who are all helping each other move forward, who are all holding each other accountable? What about, so we talked about business, health, what about your relationship? This is an area so often that one person thinks they're absolutely doing amazing in their relationship, and another person feels like, it's going okay. I mean, I wish it would go better, and I wish I could voice how I really feel, but my partner, they'd freak out at me, or they wouldn't hear it, or I've told them 1,000 times, and they just don't listen. That kind of concept is like, well, what if you had a community where everyone was working on bettering their relationship, and everyone pitched in, and if you're not able to get through to your partner, someone in the community reach out and go, hey, they're trying to share this with you. Can't you hear it? And what happens is, sometimes the way you say it versus the way someone else says it finally gets that plane to land. And so if you look at this, where in your life, and here's the big question, where in your life could you use more community? More support, inspiration, more accountability? Where in your life could you use a pod of people that are all working in your favor to try to help you be an even better version of yourself and have an even better life? That's the big question. Toss it in the comment box. I want to know. Anyways, I hope you have an amazing morning, evening, afternoon. Also, we just shot a blog up at 𝗵𝗂𝘁𝗁𝗏.com if you want to go check it out. It's, what was the title? 10 questions that'll help you understand yourself better. If you're going to build community, you have to be clear on who you are so that you build the right community. There's nothing worse than building a community that's out of alignment with your core nature of who you really are, or feeling like you're getting dragged by a community that doesn't align with what you're really about. So you want to be crystal clear on your values. If you need help with that, go to the link in my bio, take the high performance values quiz. It'll help you identify your values. You want to be clear on what projects are most important to you that you're wanting to work on, that you're wanting to make progress in, that you're wanting inspiration, accountability, and support in. And whatever those projects are, you then want to figure out, how do you find a community of like-minded and aligned in values people that are going to get behind you and support you in creating the lift and progress that you really desire. If you're working on your health, we have a health community that's starting at Success Coaching. It's Success Group Health Coaching, that every other week we're going to do training on health and wellness, and every other week we're going to do group coaching on health and wellness to make sure we hold you accountable to make consistent progress. If you're interested in that, just shoot me a direct message that says Success Health, and I'll get you the information. We have a business community that each year I run. It's a small group. We usually, this time I think it's going to have 8 members in this one pod. We already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We already have 5 members. So we have 3 spots left. If you want to join us, we're going to meet 3 times a year, and we're going to hold each other accountable to grow our businesses, have better health and wellness, and improve our relationships. And then I have a business group that meets once a week in showing it tactical tools of how to grow your business if you're just getting started. So if you're interested in any of those, shoot me a direct message, especially about the Success Group Health Program. That one has limited capacity, so if you're really working on your health and wellness, definitely join that community. And I'll see you all later. Tag a friend who needs to hear this, and tag your friends who are in your community to tell them you're proud to be part of their community.